What's going on, everyone? Happy Thursday and welcome back to my channel. Hopefully everyone is doing well, staying safe, healthy, having a great day so far, and of course testing negative for all those viruses that can make us sick. It is time now for the Thursday edition of the Virus Update for Thursday, November 20th, 2025. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. This is where I do the daily virus update on all those viruses that can make us sick. Hey, here in the United States and many parts of the world, we are now heading into winter, which means there'll be increased rates of illness going around. COVID, flu, all those other viruses. You'll need to be informed of what's going on with these viruses. That's what I do here on my channel each and every day to give you the latest news and information and really anything I can find. Want to stay informed? Just subscribe to my channel down below. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell, share this video with anyone you know, and leave your comments down below. We do have several things to take a look at today, including some news stories. Some data from the UK has updated, although I think some of it is really lagging. And then at the end of this video, or towards the end of this video, we're going to take a look at some data here in the United States that may suggest what's to come this winter for COVID and for flu. And let me tell you right now, it is not looking good. Let's start off with something that's not good. It's that time of the year, the first flu deaths of the season start to pop up, and Los Angeles is seeing their first flu death of the season. Yes, they recorded their first flu death just the other day, and this is not good. It's the first of what will likely be many flu deaths this year. We think it is going to be a rough flu season. There is a new strain of flu this year, H3N2. So, yeah, we're going to have our eyes on that big time. We've been watching flu go up in other parts of the world. Let's stay with flu for a second. Let's move over to bird flu. HPAI, highly pathogenic avian influenza, hits North Carolina poultry for the first time since January. Yeah, it's been a while since we've talked about it in North Carolina, but you know, like everywhere else, cases are popping up again. The migration of birds moving from the north down to the south, it definitely stirred things up. Now we're getting colder, so yes, the writing was on the wall that we were going to see an increase for bird flu cases once again with poultry, and in some places, that may mean your Thanksgiving turkey this year cost a little bit more than it should, thanks to bird flu, thanks to there being less available supply versus demand. Hopefully that's not the case in your area, but in some areas, I think those turkeys, they're costing more this year thanks to bird flu. All right, let's go over to New South Wales from Dennis the COVID Info Guy. Respiratory surveillance reports week ending November 15th, 2025. COVID positivity rate, 2.5%, up 0.1%. Number of laboratories reporting COVID, 3 out of 4. And this is not good. This is not good whatsoever. They're now in spring, and here we are. COVID went up again. 760 COVID cases, up by 6.3%. Influenza, still 3,109 cases. Mind you, there's a lot of people that do not get tested, or they use the at-home test. Whatever the case may be, that is up by 2.6%. Yeah, kind of unusual for spring over there, if from what I'm reading from many different people. RSV, 444 cases. That's only down by 0.2%. We need these numbers to come down soon, and it's not happening yet. New South Wales, this is for their COVID sequencing variants. The NB.1.8.1 is now at 41% of the estimated cases. XFG now at 24%. PE.1.4 now at 22%. BA.3.2 is 6%, and all others are estimated at 7% of the cases. And again, it looks like here we're seeing 2 of the wastewater sites down, 1 stable, and 1 is up. And this is for COVID in wastewater. All right, moving on now to this. Transmission for COVID here in the United States has picked up in the Midwest, mainly in Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana. This is, you could kind of say this is part of a preview of what may be to come in the United States. The biggest spike is in Warren, Michigan, Detroit area. This is from Mike Horger. He's using wastewater scan data. He says, if you disregard the most recent 4 data reports, data points, which again, that's oftentimes that is, missing and incomplete data, only observed through November 9th, the Midwest has increased. Yikes. 13 days in a row. More on the Midwest in a little bit. Have you figured out which state I'm talking about? Yeah, you'll see that in a little bit. It's Thursday. Taking a look now at this from Sci-Fi Update, the WHO reports SARS-2 and flu are increasing in many countries, and you can clearly see here positivity rates. If you blend the viruses together, influenza and COVID, you can clearly see here on a worldwide scale, things are trending upward when it comes to cases, positivity rates. Yeah, we're trending in the wrong direction. Look at influenza. The world overall is trending in the wrong direction. Take a look at this. We're still seeing red over Australia, meaning still not good. And here they are. It's not winter anymore. It's now spring over there, and pretty soon comes summer just next month over in Australia. And pretty soon over here will come winter, and give it a week or two. That map will be red over the United States. We got Thanksgiving coming up next week. That is big time, which obviously that is going to be the biggest super spreader of the year. Now let's talk about basketball for a moment. The National Basketball Association, the NBA. We got a problem here. Mavericks, Cooper Flag, out with an illness. This is the first time he's had to miss a game in his season, but he's a rookie. He's relatively new, and now he's out because of illness. We've been seeing a lot of this with the NBA. We saw this last winter and last season, I should say, and it's really no different this year. I think it's going to pick up even more as we go deeper into the season, as the virus levels in the United States continue to rise. Of course, they don't always tell us what illness it is in most cases, but in this case, it's just general illness. We'll have to keep our eyes on this one to see if he misses more than one game. All right, taking a look at my website, datareport.info, and you can see here that if you're new here, this is where I really archive things. I archive links to news stories or studies. We got tracking threads. That's been a very busy place this year. It's going to pick up now that we're coming into wintertime. We track school illnesses. We track measles cases, list of performers sick, bird flu, you name it. There's a lot of different things that we track in these threads. Measles, that's something that's been such a problem. In fact, I'm concerned the United States is going to follow Canada. And you're probably going, what am I talking about? Canada lost its measles elimination status. Got a feeling the United States could be next for that. It's not a good thing. You don't want to lose your measles elimination status. Datareport.info. That is my website. Go check it out. There's fantastic posters. Some that are not even from me. I have a moderator named Steve. He posts fantastic stuff over on the site, so you want to go check that out. All right, let's talk about Canada for a moment. COVID-19, the viral activity wastewater level is moderate. Flu A is moderate. Flu B is low. And RSV is listed at moderate at this time. All right, now moving over to the weekly update from the UK. We're going to refresh this just to make sure the data is up to date. But you can clearly see here, influenza testing positivity rate going up. RSV slightly going up. COVID-19 dropping at this time. Let's go deeper, shall we? You can clearly see here there's still problems with influenza A. Now, it's saying down 0.3% for healthcare. It's also saying some of this data, like the positivity rate, that's lagged back to November 9th. I honestly don't know what's going on with that, but overall, you can see things were going up. I think this may be behind, but then again, it does say Thursday, November 20th. It feels to me like we're looking at the same numbers from last week, but nonetheless, flu is bad in the UK right now. Let's look at RSV. Similar deal with that. It's the positivity rate's been going up, but we're lagged all the way back to November 3rd with that. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Taking a look at COVID-19, if we can, I'm clicking on it, nothing's happening. Okay, COVID-19 does show that 874 weekly cases. Hey, that's down by 36.9%. But weekly deaths, 142. That's actually up by 18. If that's up to date, it's showing November 7th. Again, this data here could very well be lagged at this time. And the positivity rate for COVID has continued to drop up to November 14th, 3.16%. Fantastic. I mean, look at that. You are way down from that long, slow, steady build that you had during the summertime. All right, taking a look at what's going on with air qualities in the United States. Let's refresh this. While that's refreshing, let's pause for a hydration break, shall we? Very important to keep ourselves hydrated. Water was the drink of choice for today. Air quality is not much better than yesterday. Still problems in the West Coast, and that does include Western Canada as well. And you can see down here in Florida, there are some poor air qualities in the state of Florida. Then moving up to my neck of the woods, and I'm not happy about this whatsoever. Look in my state of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, just southwest there, Delaware, Washington, D.C. What is going on with all these bad air qualities? Honestly, I don't know, but it's not great. And this does extend all the way back into the Great Lakes. New England's fine, but you go just to the northwest, like Montreal, yeah, bad air quality's there as well. I honestly don't know what's causing this. We are going to see a surge of warm air ahead of another front that's going to be coming through, or stationary front, whatever you want to call it, over the weekend. So maybe that's part of the problem. Honestly, I just don't know. Why are we having such bad air qualities in the East State? Taking a look at what's going on in Florida. Oh my, look at all these calls in Pinellas County, Florida. Yikes, this is not good. We're seeing sick person several times. Should we count how many times sick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 7 times. I may even be missing some there. There's just so many calls here. It's too many to count because they're all just a mixture of calls. Yikes, not a good thing. Let's see what's going on in Maryland for the hospital situation. We are seeing some 4s show up today. As a matter of fact, we're seeing quite a few 4s show. We're seeing some 1s as well, but remember, 4 means hospitals just flowing over capacity in the emergency department. And sometimes the reasoning for that is because they can't get a bed upstairs. Like, example, look at this, Howard County Medical Center. Now, they're at a level 3, but we do have, 6 ambulance units at the facility waiting to discharge patients at this time. And that's not a good thing. In Philadelphia on Wednesday, 769 EMS incidents were reported. Let's take a look at the Philadelphia suburbs, shall we? Last look was not bad. Only 8 calls right now. Yeah, that is not bad at all. Of course, we know post-Thanksgiving, that's going to change big time. Chester County, Pennsylvania, a few more calls there. But again, not too bad. I'm generally pleased with this. Let's take a look at Bucks County. 7 incidents in Bucks County right now. We do see respiratory distress showing up and a few other things. Taking a look at what's going on with the Pennsylvania hospitals. Again, I think only certain places are updating. And even at that, yeah, some of this data is behind. Okay, Bryn Mawr Hospital, that's from yesterday. Mainline Paoli Hospital, yeah, that's behind. And everything else is green, but I don't know. Can we actually trust that? Moving on now to New Jersey, where there were several issues earlier. Is that still the case? Inspira Medical Center, Mannington, specialty issue. Jefferson Stratford Hospital, specialty issue. JFK Muhlenberg, specialty issue. Penn Princeton Medical Center, full and total divert for patient volume. Yikes, that's not good. Haven't seen that hospital listed for patient volume in a while. That's in Middlesex County, New Jersey. Not good to see that. Moving up the New Jersey Turnpike to New York, and we're taking a look here. We do see 312 new cases reported. Again, they are still dropping, but dropping very slowly at this point. I think that's going to change post-Thanksgiving. Probably, maybe not next week, but the following week. And hospital admissions in New Jersey, 287 were reported. All right, drum roll, please. It is time now we take a look at that state that could potentially be a sign of what's to come for other regions of the United States. It is the state of Ohio. Yes, Ohio updates on Thursdays. Starting off with this first, their RSV levels, 32. The previous week was 28. That's gone up somewhat. Flu, 47 hospitalizations versus 42. RSV is also a hospitalization number. That's gone up some, but then we come to this. This is not good. Hospitalizations for COVID, 191 this week. It was 155 last week. That's a pretty big increase. Bad sign. Not bad. That's not good. And the other increases are just moderate increases. So we'll probably see those increases get bigger. And unfortunately, the COVID one, the fact that we're seeing that big of an increase pre-Thanksgiving, yeah, not a good thing. Now, next week's update, I don't know if they're going to have one, because today being Thursday, the day that they update, Thanksgiving falls on Thursday of next week. I don't know if it'll come Friday, or if it'll just come a day early, or if it'll be delayed. A lot of things will be mixed up and messed up for next week. Taking a look at what's going on in Colorado. This is another state that recently updated. And we do see here positivity rates for all the viruses are increasing in Colorado. COVID-19, 3%. That's up by 0.5%. Influenza is now 7.5% positivity rate there. Hey, that's up by 2.47%. And you're nearing 1% for emergency department visits for influenza. And you're at 0.42% positivity rate for RSV. That's up slightly, almost 0.5%. But again, the big increase there in Colorado is influenza this week. Let's stay with the West Coast for a little bit, shall we? Let's go out here. Got some things to take a look at. I believe it's for, yes, influenza. In California, we are starting to see more detections of influenza. It is definitely increasing. You can see San Francisco is now at medium for influenza A, and I kind of thought that was coming pretty soon. HMPV is also rising. AVD6A is high. Norovirus is high. You have detections of some of these other viruses. Yeah, lots of reasons for things to be contagious in San Francisco, but this is the Eastern wastewater site. The good news is COVID's still relatively low there, and then you do have other places in California where things are starting to go the wrong direction when it comes to influenza. Let's take a look at what is going on up in Snohomish, Washington. Just to be fair, just to look in that area. Hey, your COVID level, wow, that is really low. I hope that's believable. HMPV rising, influenza A, it is being detected, and everything else is fine there at this time. Since we took a look at the Ohio dashboard, I think it's only fair that we go and take a look at some Ohio wastewater for COVID, and we still see Youngstown, Ohio. It is still coming in with high COVID wastewater. Wow, look at that. Yeah, it's really going up there. That's not good whatsoever. RSV, that may change to medium soon. Norovirus, that's rising as well. So we definitely have some problems in Northeast Ohio. I wish we had wastewater for Columbus. That's one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. It's a very populated area. I got several relatives that live in Columbus. I've been there multiple times. I don't understand why they can't have a wastewater site. Let's look at Jeffersonville, Indiana. Seeing COVID listed as high there. What's going on? And this is in the Midwest region. Yeah, high and continuing to rise at this time. Let's go somewhere in the south now. How about we take a look at Florida? And I'm seeing medium now. Where is this? Northwest St. Petersburg, Florida. Medium for COVID for you. And it is starting to rise ever so slightly. And we do see, wow, norovirus is really going up at this wastewater facility. That is not a good thing whatsoever. And to be fair, I like to be fair, let's go up to the Northeast. We'll do one wastewater site. Not really the Northeast region, but close enough. Hagerstown, Maryland. I want to see what's going on there. This is actually considered a southern region for wastewater scan. Yeah, COVID's starting to rise there. Influenza A, it's up a little bit. HMPV's up a little bit. Norovirus is listed at medium at this time. Alrighty, folks, that does it for the Thursday edition of the Virus Update. If you enjoyed today's Virus Update, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell. Share this video with anyone you know. Leave your comments down below. Ways to support the channel are listed down below. I will see everyone again next time. Until I see you again next time, stay safe, everyone, and have a fantastic Thursday evening. Thanks for watching.